So welcome to this session of yoga where I am recording this on Easter Sunday, so we have a little bit of a theme for this session. All you will need is a scarf or a belt for a stretch a little bit later. And I'm actually going to invite you to come and lie down for the very first part. So come and lie down, get comfortable. Shavasana is going to be great because, as you know, it gives us that full body alignment and relaxation. I won't lie down, so just inviting you to come into that lying down space. And let's do a full body stretch to begin with. So bringing the arms all the way over the head, pointing the feet down, and feel the full body in that stretch, and make any noises that you can out of your mouth, these just natural releasing type noises. Allow them to come out. That's your body's way of actually releasing 10 bits of tension, bits of stress. And when you've done that full body stretch, you come into a comfortable position. Again, Shavasana is advised, but if that doesn't feel right any other way, and just start to guide your eyes closed. Taking some lovely, full, deep breaths. Enjoying these moments to slow down your breath. This moment where you can come back to your full presence. If you feel you have stress or tension or tightness or achiness or worries to release, then do that cleansing breath, that big deep breath down to the belly, in through the nose, and that sigh audible out of the mouth. And just allow your body and breath to find its own natural rhythm as you let go. And do a little scan of the physical body. So you're bringing your awareness right to the top, the crown of the head to start with, and then move it down into the face, the back of the head, the back of the neck, the front of the neck. And what you're doing is seeing, as you feel into each place in your body, if there is any tightness, any tension, any heaviness there. And if you find these areas, you have a moment to commune with your body. What do they need? What does that part of your body that feels tight need? Could you perhaps rub it gently, or tap it, or stretch it, or move it, or just breathe deeply into that place, gathering the tension up on the in-breath, and breathe out in the imagining that you're releasing the tension out. Continue taking that awareness all the way down through the body, each area. Take a nice sigh out of the mouth. When you've completed your body scan, bring your awareness to your mind, your brain, the thoughts. Notice what's going on there. Sometimes we can get stuck in the mind with repetitive sometimes negative thoughts, thoughts that don't feel good or don't serve us, thoughts that could be classed as worry. And this is why it's so important for us to come back to the present moment where there is no worries. When we are present, there is no future or past. And usually this is what worrying is over, something that has not yet happened or something that has already happened. So just giving the mind space, compassion, for wherever your mind is in this moment. But invite gently this mind to relax, to take a break. And then let's gently bring all of our awareness, all of our energy, all of our consciousness into the space of the heart, the center of the chest. Take a few breaths, breathing in and out from the heart space. And ask yourself, how is my heart today? Being really curious. As you explore this heart space, you might find, again, it can feel heavy in the heart. Sometimes it can feel numb, where during a lifetime we create barriers around the heart. Each time we get hurt, we can place another barrier up to protect us from being hurt again. But these barriers actually can stop us from living fully in our lives, from trusting in the infinite love that abounds within and without. So gently place one or both hands on top of the heart and see if there is a intention, a wish, a hope, a dream at your heart today. And we are in this energy of the resurrection, of rebirth. This is the message that we receive from Easter, from Christ. Something has to die before we can be reborn. Is there something that you're ready to release, to let go of? And what are you resurrecting? Who will you be when you rebirth to something new? So gently, let's do that big full body stretch. And then clasping the knees with your hands and your arms, and gently rock forwards and back. Feel that lovely spine massage, and then come back with the head and neck on the floor and just massage that lower back now. So moving side to side, little circles both ways. Okay, and then come all the way up to a comfortable seated position. Sorry, just trying to sort the camera. Okay, so when you're here, roll your shoulders up, back and down, lengthen up through the crown, but you're not straining anything. You're coming into your fullest, truest alignment of your body, but in a soft, gentle way. So that's the juxtaposition of yoga, that strength and softness together. Find your sit bones and evenly ground down. And let the lower half of the body from the waist downwards sink down, anchoring the roots down into the earth. Feeling held, secure. And then let the upper body start to become light and open. Shoulders softening down. Closing the eyes and guiding the palms together in front of the heart. Remember that prayer that you've just realized or witnessed or given space and time to feel into. Holding that at your heart as we chant the universal sound of Om and allow that prayer and the vibration to flow throughout the body. Let's start with a full breath, breathing all the way in. Out and in. So let's start to move the body now, dropping the chin down to the chest. Inhale. Looking up. Exhale. 2 more times, softly down. Last time. Back to center. Turn the head to one side. Inhale. Over to the other. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Drop one ear to the same shoulder. Either stay here or we can add a tiny bit of pressure on the ear to deepen that stretch. Make sure you use your breath here. Gently back to center. Let's go the other side. And again, if you use pressure on the other side, then do the same on this side. Breathing into that stretch. Lovely, back to center. Let's do those neck rolls, dropping the chin down to the chest again. These big and slow as you can neck rolls. Drop the eyes closed. Try to be completely present with just the movement of the neck and your breath. Slow everything down, and if and when you find a tight space or tender spot, pause there, breathing deeply into that space as if you're gathering the tension up, and slowly exhale as if you're releasing the tension from the body, from the neck. When you're ready, we'll start to begin drawing those circles in the opposite direction. Same thing, try not to speed it up. Being present with all those sensations, any pulls. Coming up to our last circle now. Take as long as you need to complete. Just allowing this spaciousness to come through these slow, intentional movements that we're making with our body. Let's do our shoulders now. So rolling the shoulders up, inhale, exhale, back and down. Big rolls. Lovely, let's go a few in the opposite way. So inhale up, exhale forward and down. And then we're going to go 3 more times to the back. Lovely, just setting them back on the shoulders. Just have a breath here. Letting all of that land in the body. Hands come to the knees. We're going to start with our circles. So we're going to start by going in anti-clockwise. So inhale as you come forwards, rocking all the way back in a circle, and exhale to the back. As you come to the front, you might like to open the chest, gently look up. And as you come to forward, as you come to the back, slightly concave the spine and look down a little bit. So we're getting these full circles through the pelvis, through the hips, closing down the eyes if you haven't already. And again, be guided by the movements, by the breath. If you find a space that feels a bit tender or tight, pause there, give it some love, give it some breath. See if you can empower yourself with your breath to take any tension, tightness away. Just through loving yourself, through this loving awareness and practice that we are doing together. Last 3 circles here. Lovely, and then spiral that all the way back to center. Sit up tall, take a breath. Let's go the opposite direction. Same breath, inhale forwards, exhale, rock back. Closing down the eyes. How does this feel in this direction? Can you notice any difference between the hips? Often there is a difference between the two sides of the body, and that's one beautiful thing about yoga. We start to realign and rebalance, bring harmony into the body. Lovely, coming into our last circle. Take your time spiraling that back in, and again take a breath. Let all of those circles and spirals land in the body. Let's do our seated cat-cow. So staying in the same position, open the chest, look up, breathe in, rock back. Again, we slightly concave, you can bring the knees up and look down towards the belly. Closing down the eyes, you choose the pace of this, how fast or slow, and how big you stretch the spine as well. It's up to you. This is lovely spinal massage, really nice to do every day if you can, just to keep the fluid of the spine moving, keep all those vertebrae happy. And 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Come back to center. Let's come into a spinal twist. So we're going to do very gentle option. So we're just going to bring left arm up and over, right arm up down to the left knee, or the other side, doesn't really matter. Lengthen and stretch up through the crown as you take a nice deep breath. And then twisting over to the left side, breathe out, and then continue these nice long, slow breaths. One more breath. Well done. Coming back, easing back to center. We'll go the other side now. Left hand, right knee, lengthen up, breathe in. Twisting around, exhale. Continue those nice long breaths. One more breath. And gently ease out there. Lovely. Let's just do one roll up, back and down with the shoulders. Bringing both arms up. Reach up through one arm as the other one bends down. Look up and switch sides. Just do this in your own time. Feeling that side body opening and stretching. Lovely. 2 more. And then next time we're going to take it all the way into side bend, side stretch, with the hand or the forearm supporting, gently looking up if it's comfortable with the neck, and breathing into the side body, the rib cage. One more breath. All the way up. Let's release and switch sides. Over to the other side again, looking up if it's okay. Deep breaths. Last breath. And easing out there. Lovely. Just bring the legs out. Just give them a little shake. They've been in that position for quite some time. And just bend and flex the toes. Lovely. We're just going to do some ankle circles. So you can either do both at once, or you can bend your leg and just do one foot. Make sure you go both directions. And do the other foot. Or you can do both at the same time, as long as you keep changing the directions, making sure we've gone both sides. So we can forget to do this, but again, we're just keeping these joints that work really hard, nice and loose and limber. Let's do the same with our wrists. So opening the hands nice and wide, really stretching them, and then making fists tight. Opening and tightening, opening and tightening. And then again, some circles with the wrists. Going the opposite way. And then we're taking this into a handshake. So we've not done this for a while, but this is so good for the body. So we're helping actually the fascia, the connective tissue, to release tension, as well as all the bones, the joints, the skin. And we hold a lot more tension in the hands than we realise, because we do so much with our hands. So by continuing to shake, sometimes it can get a little bit achy, but if we keep going, we get to the next layer and the next layer of tension. So let's keep going, about another 30 seconds. Lovely, keep going, 10 more, maybe shaking them high, shaking them low to the sides. Lovely, and then just bring the hands to the knees, closing down the eyes. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, lovely. As we do our Kundalini stretches now, so that lift and drop with the shoulders, Satnam, Satnam, when you're ready. Big exhale out of the nose on the drop down. Just repeating that mantra internally. Sat Nam, truth is my name. You go at your own pace. You don't need to be fast doing these. Just wherever feels good. Last few seconds. You might like to try and speed it up. Then big roll up, back and down with the shoulders. Breathing out the mouth. Just pausing for a moment. You might like to bring the awareness to the third eye. You might even like to do your root lock and breathe and hold at the root and hold the breath if that feels good. Okay, so we're going to do our second Kundalini stretch. We're going to bring the hands, the fingers to the front, the thumbs to the back, and we're going to twist right and left. Exhale to the right, Sat to the left, Nam to the right. Internally repeating the mantra, Sat Nam. Lovely. Start to slow that down and come back to center. Dropping the hands, dropping the eyes closed. And again, you can just sit still here. Take some deep breaths, or you can take a big inhalation. Squeeze Mula Bandha, that's your root lock, pelvic floor, anus muscles, tummy muscles in. Bring the awareness to the third eye. Hold the breath for a second or two. And gently release. Okay. So, going to bring the arms out, coming into this mudra. So both fingers, index and middle finger together, and then let the thumb keep the other two down. Okay, bring the arms out to the sides. And we're going to inhale and exhale down and up. So inhale up, exhale down. Quite strong exhale out of the nose, and it's all in and out through the nose. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Just begin when you're ready. Bring both hands up. Bring the index fingers and the thumbs together. So we're creating a diamond-like shape above the head. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, keep the hands as they are. And begin to bring the hands down through the body, the crown, the third eye point, over the throat, coming down to the heart. Here we switch so that diamond is pointing down now, coming over the solar plexus, belly, and the womb space, the hara, the sacral, and the root. And just bringing the hands all the way down and touching the feet. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, lovely. Just going to activate this belly a little bit with our core strength breath. So we'll do just a couple of those breaths, and then we'll work and move and do the breath together. So inhaling through the nose all the way deep, deep, deep to the lower belly. Squeeze and lift pelvic floor. Exhale from that space. Constricting through the throat so it becomes noisy on the way out. Let's do another one. Squeeze and lift, exhale slowly. Lovely, and let's practice that with the movement now. So we're gonna bring the legs up, hands behind the knees for the first option. Let's try this together, and then if you want to go to the next option, you can. Inhale, legs stretch out a little bit. Exhale, knees open wide and the hips. Feet touch. So it's not about speed with this one. It's not about how many we do. It's about matching it with that breath and doing it properly, so that exhale is as slow as it can be, and we take the exhale all the way to its end point, to its completion. The other option is to have both hands interlaced and the index fingers pointing outwards. 3 more. One last time. Lovely. Drop the hands, drop the feet. Come all the way over, find yourself onto all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Getting ready for full cat-cow. Now inhale, look up, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, drawing under. Arching through the spine. And continue at your own pace with your own breath. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Lovely, back to that neutral spine, neutral position. Getting ready for a downward dog. So open the fingers, spread the fingers out, push the individual pads of the fingers down, each one, even the thumbs. Tuck the toes under and come into that upside down V triangle. And just let the head drop, give it a shake and yes and no. Walk the dog, push one heel back, then the other. Feel that really deep stretch down the hamstrings, down the backs of the legs, breathing the whole time. If you need to rest during downward dog, just come onto the knees. If it feels too much for the wrists, at any time you can come onto fists or even onto forearms. Just a couple more breaths here. Lovely. When you're ready, come rest onto the knees. We're going to come into a balance now. So bringing the right leg out, flexing the foot. So you want the hips to stay in a square. First option, look down for half balance here. Next option to bring the opposite arm out. And the final option to use core strength breath and exhale as you squeeze slowly the elbow and the knee together. Do one more. Back to balance and then back down to all fours. Just give the hips a little wriggle If you need to, take any pressure off the wrists or give them a squeeze before we go over to the other side. So that left leg out, flex the foot, look down, half balance, opposite arm comes out, full balance, or those core strength breaths. Last one. Releasing down and then straight into a child pose. Wide knees, big toes touch, arms reaching forwards. Let the forehead touch the ground. If that can't happen, stack your fists and rest your forehead on the fists. Oh, and just feel this lovely spinal stretch. Arms reaching forwards, lower back reaching back. Just check the shoulders aren't too close to the ears. They might be able to come a bit further down the back. And see if you can breathe in and out through the length of the spine. This heart, head, belly close to the earth. Offer anything heavy down to the earth with love, with graciousness, with gratitude for all that we have. Letting the old die as we move further into spring, into the next phases of life. Last breath here. Release, make space. Space for the new. And just gently guide yourself back up as we come all the way onto all fours. And we get ready to tuck the toes back in downward dog. Okay, when we get here, walk the hands forwards and the feet, hands back, sorry, feet forwards. Drop into your ragdoll position. So fully bent knees, or at least bent a little bit. Completely let go here. Arms and hands are dangling. Give the head a shake in yes and no. Release out the breath. What does your body need here? Do you need to sway side to side through the hips? Do you need to bend one knee and straighten the other one? Do you need to shake anywhere? How can you become more fluid, more soft? Just stay in there, keep releasing down, keep letting go. Lovely. Okay, just about see me here, so let's just let go of any last little bits, little shake out, bend the knees a bit deeper. So squat, feel the bottom sticking out at the back. Really engage the toes, the feet. So squeeze the toes into the floor of the mat, draw the tummy in, and then start to build yourself up, making these big figures of 8 around the body. We're activating the radius circuits around the body as we do this, the joy frequency. Inhale the hands together. Exhale, drawing palms together down to the heart. Okay, inhale, lift one hand, the other one down. Exhale back to the heart. Do the other side, inhale, reach and stretch, the other one down, look up. Back down, switch sides. And the other side. Oh, let's do 2 more. Last one. Back to center, lovely. Make fists nice and loose. Tap on the chest, particularly paying attention to the lymph system, which we can work with when we tap the chest and underneath the armpit. Helping the body just to flush out any toxins, anything it's gathered that we don't need, that's not serving us. Again, just help to loosen up, to lighten up in all ways. Then bring the fingertips to the cheekbones, tap here, nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Lovely, and then with fingertips, let's massage around the chest again. So you might want to spend some time with just one hand on one side and then move sides, or you might want to do both hands at once. You'll be able to find the places that feel tender, and if you're okay to go a bit deeper into those spaces, that's where the healing is. That's where the toxins have gathered, and you can help to disperse them out from those spaces into the bloodstream. And as long as you make sure to drink extra glass of water at least after this session, you will flush those toxins out of the body, having an inner cleanse. Okay, so the fingertips at the base of the throat, massage down into the center of the chest, and then coming around and under the chest, following what would be the bra line for a woman. Find the belly button, massage, pressing quite hard if you can around the belly button in a clockwise direction. And then one hand on opposite shoulder. We dig the fingers in here as long as we're not pregnant, otherwise we just don't dig the fingers in. And then we swipe across to the opposite hip. Dig in, other side, swipe. Swipe. Let's do 2 more. Lovely. Both hands on one side of the waist. Push the fingers in and drag the hands, the fingers to the opposite side of the hip. Do that 2 more times. 2 and 3, and then push down and out that opposite leg. Let's go from the other side. 1, 2, 3, and push out and down. Lovely. 2 fists at the top of one thigh, doesn't matter which one we start with. Massage down the sides of the legs. This will feel tender, that's absolutely normal. Do the other leg. All the way down, release the head. Push down through the feet, draw the tummy in and come up again. You might like to make those figures of 8 around the body again, if that feels good. Lovely, we're gonna walk with quite high knees now, and we're breathing out of the mouth as we do so. Tap the right hand to the right knee, the left to the left. And then switch, opposite hand, opposite knee. Get ready to switch back, same hand, same knee. And switch again, opposite. Lovely, just pause in there. We've just connected the two hemispheres of the brain with that move. Bringing all the fingers together, thumbs, push into the third eye, and then keep the push in and lift the thumbs up. Breathe in, breathe out the mouth, drop the thumbs back down. 4 more times. Last one. Well done. All the fingers push into the forehead and drag them across the forehead, removing tension from this busy brain, from this mind, and then continue little by little, coming all the way to the top of the head. Push in, pull apart, back of the head. Keep going. You might like to do the back of the neck as well. Just release and then shake the hands out there. Nearly complete with our energy medicine here. So 1 middle finger in the belly button, 1 at the third eye. Doesn't matter which one we do. Push them in and then pull them up. This is called the hook up. Helps to connect the circuits of energy in the body. So again, we're just working in this more cohesive way in our body. In this holistic body, mind, heart, spirit way. Lovely release. Both hands to the sides of the ears. When you're ready, inhale, cross the arms over as you bend forwards and breathe in. As you open the arms wide, breathe out the mouth. Go 2 more times, lower, crossing and opening. Each time getting lower and breathing out the mouth. Then the hands come together and inhale, swipe them up through the center line of the body. As you come to the top, to the sky with the fingertips, wriggle the fingers down the body, the front, the back, the sides, eyes are closed. You're imagining placing beautiful light, filaments, sparkles, rainbows, colors, anything that feels good into your field for your day, any qualities that you're calling in. Find an imaginary zip at the base of the spine, zip it all the way to the top lip, 1 at the pelvis, zip it up to the bottom lip, lock the zips together, cross one arm over the opposite shoulder, the other hand on the opposite shoulder. Take a nice deep breath. Feel the difference of what you've just done. Rebalanced, reharmonized, revitalized all your energy. Release the arms, the hands, take another deep breath. Eyes stay closed. Lovely, that should feel nice. Okay, so before we come down, we're going to do that core strength breath again. So we're going to open the feet a little bit wider than hip distance, slightly turn them outwards, the feet. Just bend the knees, check they go the same direction as the toes. If not, move so that they do. All the fingers interlace, apart from the first 2, and they pull away. And we drop down into a squat. We inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to squeeze from the pelvic floor and come up a little bit. Keep going. Inhale down, squeeze and lift. Three more. One more. Lovely. You might want to come all the way up, take a big stretch, and then option to come all the way down in a squat. If you know you can do that and you are happy in your body, then just go ahead and do that. If you come down and your heels don't quite meet the floor, grab something like a cushion or a rolled up blanket to slide under your heels so you've got that grounding sensation and you'll be nice and safe there. Otherwise, you can just come and sit down as well. That's another option. We can use the arms out in front of us for support to come all the way down. If you're quite happy in your squat, again, you might like to come into prayer pose and squeeze the knees open with the elbows a little bit. Just breathing here. Lovely. So excuse me while I just recreate the seated position. And we'll just come into a comfortable seated position for now. Lovely. Okay, so let's do a nice forward fold. Draw the feet together. And again, tune into your body. Do you need a gentler stretch? In which case, slide the feet away, make more of a diamond. Do you want a deeper stretch through the hips? Bring the heels closer in. We're going to fold forward. So inhale all the way up through the center line of the body, right through the crown. Keep that inhale, draw the tummy in, exhale, fold forwards, let the head completely go. Focus on the breath coming into the hips, into any tight spaces. Gather up that tightness. Exhale it all the way out of the hips, out of the body. Ujjayi breath if you can, that hush, shush sound. Slight constriction at the throat, also known as the ocean breath. Two more breaths. Lovely, gently come back. You can use your hands to ease your knees up, just giving them that loving support. Okay, as we start to come and lie down now. So grab your scarf or your belt, come in to lie down. And let's place the scarf or the belt in the instep of the foot and raise one leg up. Head and neck are completely flat. And again, we're going to work with that Ujjayi breath. The leg that's still on the floor, you might like to flex that foot for a deeper stretch or have it soft. It's up to you. But you're going to intentionally breathe into the back of the leg that you're stretching, gathering up the tension, and exhale slowly, feeling the tension go. Using that Ujjayi breath, hush, shush sound at the throat, in and out through the nose. One more breath. Release the leg down. Just pause, close the eyes and notice the difference between the leg you've just stretched and the one you're yet to do. It should be quite significant if you've been doing that stretch properly and breathing in that manner of the Ujjayi breath. When you're ready, let's switch sides. In and out. Inhale to gather. Exhale to release. Lovely. Last breath. Release. Again, just check in. Hopefully both feeling the same now. As we come to our final part of the practice. So bend the knees, feet flat on the floor, hip distance apart, arms down by the sides. When you're ready, push down through the feet, peel the bottom and the spine, if you can get to the spine, all the way off the floor. If you find your shoulders, roll the shoulders in towards each other, so we're supported on the shoulders and not the neck. And just breathe here. Feel that opening through the heart. Squeeze the bottom. Two more breaths. On the next exhale, release the shoulders out again. Begin to lower each vertebra slowly, softly, touching the ground till the tailbone meets the ground. Grab the knees and do that massage on the lower back again. Forwards, back, circling any which way that brings you some relief there. Okay, as we get ready to do our spinal twist lying down. So let the knees be bent, flop over to one side, turn the head the opposite direction. If you've got space, your arms can come out in a big T position. If not, bend them at the elbows or rest them on the body, whatever feels good. You can allow yourself to decompress here. Last move that we're doing before our relaxation. Last breath here. Coming back to center and finding your way over to the other sides. Last breath. Get ready for Sivasana. So what do you need? Can you grab a blanket? If you are going to use a pillow, make sure it's a thin one, because ideally we don't want the neck to be lifted. We want to stay in our alignment. Legs are open, feet flopping outwards. The legs about as wide as the mat. Allowing the feet to open at the ankles, allows the hips to open, arms down by the sides, palms facing up to the sky, head, neck and the spine, all aligned here. And just letting yourself surrender. Let all of those movements and breaths and tapping and massaging that we've done on the body, let all of that start to be integrated into the mind, into the heart, into the cells. You may take one or two of these deep sigh breaths. Sighing out the mouth helps the body to know that we're transitioning into the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and renew system of the body. So as you're lying here, tuning in, connecting with the cosmic light. It's all around us, the cosmic energy. We're inviting this light, this energy to flow in and around our bodies. To cleanse and clear, to help us release, to help us die from the old. These filaments, sparkles of light streaming through our energy field, our prana tube, the central channel that runs through the body, through the physical body, the muscles, the tissues, the tendons, the joints, the bones, the cells, the blood. And as this brightest of bright lights comes in, any heavy, dense, old, stagnant energy effortlessly drops down and falls to the bottom of the bubble that surrounds you, this energy bubble. And through your intention, through your awareness, you grow from your belly, roots grounding down through the pelvis, through the floor, rooting all the way, eventually plugging into the core, the heart of Mother Earth. And as you take a breath, go ahead and release out from the bubble any or all of this heavy, old energy that you're willing to release, to surrender to the earth. And when you have released and lightened up even more, we have the opportunity to receive from Mother Earth, so we can imagine, sense, see, or feel that we're now inviting and breathing in this loving, rejuvenating quality from the earth, all the way back in and up through the roots, all the way in through the feet, through the pelvis, and breathe this energy as deeply into the space of the heart as is possible in this moment. Expand the heart open, feel this unconditional love touching every part, every chamber of your heart. At your heart, you create a symbiosis, a harmony now between the energy of above and below as they meet at your center and then radiate this balancing frequency of peace and love and light around your entire being, reset, renewed, revitalized. Ready for this rebirth. Take a deeper breath now. One more deeper breath, this time starting to wriggle the fingers and the toes. And when you're ready, roll over onto one side of your body, keeping the eyes closed. As we make space for a gratitude practice here. Feeling into what you are grateful and thankful for in your life now. Giving thanks. Knowing that every time we spend time offering gratitude, we actually open up more space within us for more things to be grateful for to come in. Using your arms to support, to guide you back to a comfortable seated position. When you get here, we're going to bring the arms out into that position again with the first finger and the middle finger together, the other fingers then over with the thumbs, using the arms coming out into about 45 degrees, closing down the eyes. I'm going to place a rose of any colour of your choice above the head, outside of the auric field, the bubble. Again, any colour of your choice, a rose below the feet, one to the left of you, one to the right, one in front of your heart and one to the back of your heart. With the hands staying where they are, reach up, imagine grabbing a silver and a gold strand of light and weave and spiral these strands all the way down and around the body, placing the hands to the earth, bringing the hands in prayer in front of the heart. Wrapped in this Christ Sophia cocoon of light, remembering your heart's intention that you began with, and we'll chant and send this prayer out into the universe on the vibration of the arm, along with a prayer of peace into the whole of the net of light, this web that connects every living thing. Let's take a full breath to begin, breathing all the way in and out. And breathing in. Sending so much love and blessing. Thank you, thank you.